James Clear spent years studying why two people who set the exact same goal end up living completely different lives. The answer had nothing to do with the goal, and almost nobody acts on it. Today's story is about a man who ignored it for 10 years, until one ordinary morning he caught his own reflection. His name was Leon, 35 years old. Every morning he buttoned the same gray shirt, took the same bus, ate lunch at the same desk. Nothing was wrong. The rent was paid. The job was steady. The days were full. That was the problem. Anyone watching would have said he was doing fine. He knew he was vanishing. One morning, the mirror in his hallway caught him as he reached for the door. He stopped. The man looking back was older, heavier around the eyes, and somehow a stranger. He didn't know when that had happened. Outside, the street was still dark. An old man swept the entrance of the building across the road. The same caretaker Leon passed every day and never spoke to. This time, the old man looked up. "You walk like a man late for a life he doesn't want," he said. Leon froze in the doorway. "You don't become the man you picture," the caretaker said. "You become the man you repeat." Leon started to answer. The old man raised a hand. "Pick one small thing. Do it before anything else tomorrow. Then don't break the chain." Leon laughed it off on the bus. One small thing, as if a single push-up could undo 10 years. But the line wouldn't leave him alone. You become the man you repeat. He thought about it at his desk. He thought about it on the walk home, past the same shops, the same lights. That night he decided, 10 minutes of reading before bed. Something. Anything. He lasted 4 minutes. His phone buzzed. The 4 minutes became an hour of scrolling, and the book sat closed on the floor. He lay there in the dark, the phone still in his hand. The old voice came back. Not angry, just tired. "This is simply who you are." He had heard it so many times, it had stopped sounding like an accusation. It just sounded true. Morning came. He had broken the chain before it began. He almost gave up. Instead, the next morning, he crossed the road. "It didn't work," Leon said. The caretaker kept sweeping. "It worked exactly the way it works." He stopped. "I was your age once. Same mirror. Same stranger looking back at me. Then I made grand plans for 9 more years. New man by Monday. Every Monday." He looked down the empty street. "My wife stopped waiting for the man I kept promising to become." "Not the picture," he said. "The practice." "Nothing changed until I stopped trying to change everything," he said. 44. One small thing. Before anything else. That evening, Leon came home and looked at the closed book on the floor. He didn't pick up the whole stack. He didn't make a plan for the year. He opened the book to the first page. He read one sentence. Then he closed it and turned off the light. One sentence. It was almost nothing. He marked it on the calendar by the door. Morning 1. Morning 9. The reading was still there. So was the doubt. This is pointless. He read his sentence anyway. Some mornings it was 1 page. Some mornings, 1 line. He never let it be 0. Morning 40. Something small had shifted. He was waking before his alarm. The gray shirt was still gray, the bus still the same. But he sat by the window now, reading while the city slid past. He marked every morning on the calendar. The chain grew. Some links were thin, none were missing. Then came the hard stretch. Around morning 600, life did what life does. A long illness in the family. Weeks of hospitals and broken sleep. One night he came home too tired to stand, and the book sat there, and the old voice returned. "Just tonight. You've earned a night off." He almost listened. Then he thought of the caretaker. He read one line, half asleep, barely seeing the words, and turned off the light. The chain held. By morning 1000, he had read more books than in the 10 years before combined. But that was not what had changed. One dawn, he passed the building across the road. The old man was gone. retired, someone said, or simply moved on. The broom leaned against the wall. Leon walked home. In the hallway, the mirror caught him reaching for the door, the way it had 1,000 mornings ago. He stopped. He looked. You become the man you repeat. And for the first time in years, he knew the man looking back. You will not wake up one day as someone new. No single morning will save you. But the man you become is built from the mornings you almost skipped. The small, deliberate thing you did when no one was watching, again and again, until it was simply who you are. If this story found you at the right moment, give it a like so it can find someone else. And tell me one thing in the comments. What's the one small thing you'd do tomorrow morning before anything else? Subscribe. There's a new story here every week. The broom still leans against the wall across the road. And in a narrow hallway 4 floors up, a man opens a book to one more page as the first light comes through the door.